got you an offer for $1 million, could you make sense of selling? Hey, Rubina, Teneri Eisenstein, how are you? Wonderful, thank you. Did I catch you at a good time? You got a few minutes?
I got a few minutes.
Wonderful. That's all I need. So, anyways, I just wanted to follow up. Obviously, we're chatting about the property in Howell. So, I was doing a lot of due diligence. I spoke to the town, trying to get an understanding of what can be built with the land next door. So I've done a lot of homework on this, spent a number of hours on this. Just wanted to be clear. Would you be open to selling just the property with the building on it and keeping the land? Because I don't know if that would be ideal for us. And I would rather you try to get market value for that land separately.
No, so I'd have to build a house.
Well, I mean, I'm saying you would still sell the property that you're living in now. We could do a lease back, right, where you could rent back from us, or you could use that money to go buy a house.
No, I wouldn't. Thank you.
Gotcha. So I'm just curious, like, is there a reason why you feel like you need to sell the whole thing together?
Well, it's a farm. I have my horses here. We have other animals
Oh,
here.
got it. Okay, understood. I wasn't aware that you were utilizing the farm there the way you are. Okay. All right. Well, look, I mean, based on the numbers, because of what they were basically telling me what could be built and what is not allowed and everything else, we were going to basically be at a value of somewhere around like 700,000.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell for that.
Got it. Okay, I understand. Where do you feel like you need to be? I can understand 700 doesn't work, but what number do you feel like you really need to be close to make sense of moving on?
If I had to replace what I have here, it would be over $1 million.
Over $1 million. Got
I
it.
couldn't even go out of state and do it. I've been looking.
I respect that. Look, I just bought a horse for my wife, so I understand.
God help you now.
God help me now is right. I know. So, I mean, okay, so over $1 million. So, I mean, like, if I got you an offer for $1 million, could you make sense of selling?
How much?
If I got you an offer for $1 million, do you feel like you would be prepared to move forward?
If you offered $1 million?
Yes.
Jesus, I don't know. I'd have to do some looking.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I mean, obviously, I'd have to run numbers with my partner. It's not just ultimately up to me, but I just am curious.
Is the property next to me for sale?
I did not check. Why?
Oh, no, because when you said you talked to the town to see what could be built, I just wondered if there was a bigger piece of property for sale next to me too. I think I have actually the biggest piece in this area. I think the others are 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, look, the way I kind of see it here, actually, and real quick, what was the address one more time about the parcel next door? Was 85?
There's one at 117, and then I don't know the one. They didn't do it in a row. It's not like the addresses match. They skipped like every 50 feet. They skipped the number.
I know, that's kind of weird.
It is. I think they're planning for a zone thing.
I definitely get that. All right. Well, look, let me see. But I mean, again, if I got you somewhere around $1 million, is this even something you consider, or is that a complete waste of time? Obviously, again, we have to go back to the partners and see what they'll do.
Yeah, I'd have to really look around and talk to my husband about it.
Sure.
I don't know. It's kind of borderline. I mean, I realize that's a nice offer, especially since the house is small. But
yeah, I mean, like, here's the challenge. I mean, like, it's just like the land is really not worth much unless it's being sold to an owner-occupant user who's going to use that land. The family itself is maybe, like the property itself, right, is maybe worth, $550 to $650, like the house itself, but, in the apartments.
And what would you be looking to develop the place?
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, again, we would probably be around the 700 number for everything, and then we would, down the road probably develop the rest of it. But but like, they're only going to let us build like one house. You know what I mean? It's not like it's worth, a crazy amount of money. It's not like we're going to be able to build 100 units. We're building one house.
I know. They're nuts here. But here's the thing, because I already looked into that years ago. And my attorney said, you only have 6-acre zoning on your side of the street, your end of the street. He said, and they can't hold you to that. He said, at the very least, you could get 2-acre zoning, because right across from me, that's what it is. It's right across the street. So he said it wouldn't, they have no reason. You're not changing the landscape, so they have no reason to deny that. You could fight it and win.
For sure. But all I'm trying to say is that it's not like it's a clean path to success here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'd have to talk to my husband, do a little more internet searching to see where we could go with that kind of money. And
yeah, and again, I have to talk to my partner to make sure that we can even get you there, right? Like, I definitely, I'm just trying to get an understanding of where we can be, because obviously, well north of that doesn't make any sense.
No, I understand. It's just I'm not anxious to try to replace what I have and not
Makes
be able
sense.
to,
For sure. All right. Well, look, I guess talk it over, and I'm going to talk it over with my partner as well, and see if we can come to some type of conclusion together. Is that fair?
All right.
Okay. Wonderful. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Doesn't have to be complicated. Look, I don't pressure people, right? Like it's not about pressuring people to make decisions she's got to come to her own conclusion about selling. I'm not here to push people to do things or anything like that. I give them information. They can do what they want with it. Hey, Greg.
Hello?
Greg, my name is Henry. I was calling you about the building you have on. How you doing?
Good. Your name is what?
My name is Henry. I run a small investment company locally, and we're going through a 1031 exchange. And I was just calling to see if you'd be totally against selling the building here on.
Can you send me information?
Is this your cell?
Yeah.
Okay, I can text you here.
Yep.
Okay, and then just to be clear, because I want to make sure I send you the right information. Is there any specific info that you're looking for?
No. You said you're looking. You yourself looking to purchase it, or you have a 1031 looking to purchase it?
No, my partner and I are going through a 1031 exchange. I mean, I do hold a license, but that just helps me buy properties. So, I mean, I'm guessing you occupied the property, right?
I'm sorry?
I'm guessing you occupy the building?
I own the building. Yes. No, I don't occupy it. No.
You don't occupy. Okay, so it's a rental. Okay. I mean, do you have some type of number in mind that if you got it, that you'd at least remotely be interested in selling it?
I haven't even thought about it. So if you send me your information, we can talk further later on.
Okay, I'll shoot you a text with my info. And then when do you think I can call you back where you feel like you'd be at a better headspace?
Definitely right after the holidays, right after next week sometime.
Next week sometime. Sounds good. All right, awesome. Listen, Greg, my name's Henry. Appreciate the chat. We'll talk soon.
You got it.
Thanks, bye. Yeah, this guy's got like a 60,000 square foot warehouse. I like it a lot. I like the building. Let's send him a text message real quick. Hello, this is Henry.
Henry, Mark Epstein.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Okay, returning your call.
Yes. Okay. Two or three very quick questions. Okay. Very quick. So one was just, I wanted to get some clarity here. Obviously, like I already told him about moving forward. I already told his attorney, like they know, and they're going to start working on things. But the buyer just had a few quick questions. One is, do you think there's a possibility we can get a tour real quick, or is that not going to happen? He's a local guy, so like this is like a.
I would say send me the draft, and then the next step would be to have a tour. Just the draft, nothing
crazy. Okay.
I just want to see that we're on the same page, that there's no misunderstandings, and then that'll be after you send a draft.
Okay, that's fair. Then could you at least just clarify for me two quick things for it then?
I'll try.
Okay, very simple stuff. One is just like the clear ceiling heights in the building.
I would only be guessing.
That I trust your judgment. It's okay, but I understand.
I haven't been to that building in 10 years, so I'm not gonna. Put a number out.
Again, we're saying I'm imagining it's probably closer to 2 stories, right? Like again, look, I checked every record that I possibly could look up, and I can't find a single thing about the ceiling heights. And normally they have records.
Okay, well, this must be abnormal then.
No, it's just like that's why. And I was just, do you remember at least if they have a sprinkler system built in?
I think there's a sprinkler system, and there's also we put in this new lighting about 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
It was some high efficiency lighting, but I couldn't really tell you anything more than that. But send the draft, then we'll arrange a tour.
And okay, got it. Sounds good. All right, awesome. I'll work on everything. All right, just give me a couple days if you can.
You got it.
Thanks so much, Mark.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right. Well, it's not fun that he doesn't know the freaking ceiling heights, but whatever. It actually, definitely, I needed to talk to him anyways. I should save his phone number because I didn't even have it saved. Basically, the owner said that he hasn't been in the building in 10 years, and he does not know the ceiling heights off the top of his head. He said draft a contract, just like a quick draft. It doesn't need to be anything too extraneous, but he just wants to make sure everyone's on the same page, and then he'll coordinate a tour for you right away. So just if we can get on that, that would be the next step. Anyways, this is a deal that we got accepted. So we're going to try to move things along, schedule a tour, call it a day.